I grew up in Germany, of course, to be 19 years old. I left at age 19, went to the United States. So my first 18 years were in Germany. And in 1950, what you did is you went to either 8 years of grade school and then you learned a trade, like a baker or a carpenter or any of those. In my case, I learned to be a tailor. And what you did is you did that for 3 years. You didn't get paid for that. And then after that, you went out and be a journeyman, go to somebody else's shop. And then you got, from then on you got paid. So I did that. After eighth grade, I became a tailor. And while I was learning, the second year or so, I had my uncle, Peter Minwagen, who was one of the founders of the Midwest province, called the German province then. My mother's oldest brother. He had come as a missionary to the United States. So my Uncle Peter was the person God used to bring about, to awaken the vocation or to at least strengthen it. He was having Mass. I didn't even know how to serve Mass. I lived in this little town. And so afterwards I said I would like to be a priest. The thought may have been in the back, but it was not all that. But Uncle Peter said, where do you want to study, in America or in Germany? I said, I'll study in America. I'm not a great adventurist, and I really had no big deal about going to America. But that was a way of studying for the priesthood. Where do you want to study? And I said, in America. So Uncle Peter arranged it. He sent a ticket, and I got on a boat in Rotterdam, and came by boat and landed in Ellis Island in 1953. 54 it was closed. So they had had enough when they got me. So then Uncle Peter arranged it that on Ellis Island, and on the hospitality, huge welcoming room, huge place, and they had a line through they had the first name, the first letter of your last name all the way through. Well, I had enough sense to go over there where the M was, and I knew no one. No one knew me. But this lady came up to me and she asked me about my name, and I didn't speak any English, not a word. And so we spoke in English, and she had been paid by Uncle Peter to take me to the train, which she did. I remember we ate a sandwich or something, and I have no idea what happened while I was training to St. Louis, but I do remember landing in about 7:30 in the morning, was the train station. And my cousin, a lady, distant cousin, who was here in America, also immigrated, and they picked me up, and we went to her sister's house, and we ate lunch, and we drove to Starkenburg, Missouri, which is 90 miles from St. Louis, near Hermann, Missouri. And so that was my first night. And then learned English. And by November the 3rd, I already went to St. Henry's Seminary. So I was in the class of 53, but a bit later. Alan Mays is my classmate, and a number of others. So then I went, the regular routine. St. Henry's for 5 years. We went to novitiate, then went down to Pine Hills for 5 glorious, wonderful years I had in Pine Hills. So my first assignment came from Rome, and it was to the Philippine Islands. And there's a whole long story in there too. It worked out. I'm here. After 53 years, I'm still here as a priest.